and a 1 and a 2 and a banana shoe. Hi, my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to say Happy New Year to you all. It is, I cannot believe it, 2023. I don't know where time is going, where it's gone, and where it plans to continue to take us. But either way, we are in the mindset of growth, positivity, health, happiness, love, and so much more. So on today's video, because I just did this long ramble, today's video is going to actually be my update. Where have I been? What have I been up to? What I plan on obviously doing for this channel moving forward, and yeah, where my life is going. So if you're interested in this update video, hearing about where your girl has been, what your girl has been up to, then keep on watching. So welcome back, everybody. All right. Wow, I can honestly say I have not done a serious sit-down YouTube video in about 6 months. I think the last real one I posted was either in June or in July. And since then, I have not really sat down and spoken to you all. I have not even created like formal sit-down content. I just have not been doing it, you know. Aside from the plant of the month videos that I have done consistently throughout this year, that's the only consistent thing I've put out. And even then, I was off like a month. I don't think I posted in the month of October at all. So aside from that, I haven't really spoken to you all, and you're probably just like wondering where I am. I know some of you are like, oh, we miss you, when am I gonna post again? I really miss you all, and I feel the love, the appreciation. You don't understand how much I'm so fortunate to have my family, my salty pecans. You guys are literally the best. You guys just make me feel so loved, so wanted, and just thank you. So basically, I'm going to just rewind you all back to July. So pretty much in the month of July, I decided I want to change careers. I actually wanted to change careers since I believe like January. I decided that I want to change my career field, and after some time I decided I wanted to actually go from finance, which is what I'm in right now, and go into like IT tech. So I decided on that, and then I'm like, okay, what do I have to do to get myself to where I want to be? And I decided deeper into IT tech, I wanted to actually go into cybersecurity. So July came around, and I'm like, all right, time to get my life together. What am I going to do? I looked at schools, I looked at boot camps, and I also looked at self-studying. And I'm going to ask you all to vote below. What do you think I decided on doing? Going and taking like courses to learn cybersecurity? Did I sign up for a $10,000 boot camp? Or did I self-study, which is like, I don't know why anyone chooses to do that. But which of the three options do you think I did? Let me know in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I decided to self-study, and there's nothing wrong with self-study. I actually seriously recommend people to self-study, because the money you're paying someone else, the money you are, honestly, aside from paying someone else's like bills, you're buying your own books when you go to school or and a boot camp. And pretty much I'm like, I can teach myself, because I've already graduated college. I graduated high school already. So when I was in those environments, I had to teach myself whatever the professor puts on the slides. I have to teach myself whatever's in the textbooks. So I told myself, why can't I learn this on my own? But the thing is, IT, tech, all of that is completely new. I have zero background. My cats are like I added oh, that's another update. So that was my cats just now. So yeah, I decided that, hey, I can teach myself. So that's the route I decided to take. I self-taught myself cybersecurity. So from about end of July to the end, well, from the end of July up until the end of September, I pretty much was like self-studying, like super hard. I was like rigorously just studying. So another thing is that I was really fortunate that the job that I'm in, the finance job, gave me time where I can actually read while I was at work. I also was reading like on the train, on, you know, coming and going to work. I had like flashcards, I had like apps. When I'm at home, I'm listening to like podcasts. I'm going through like little courses and YouTube videos. My whole life just circled around learning cybersecurity and networking and like all of that stuff. So I am proud to say that I am officially certified. I got my certification as I'm officially a certified in cybersecurity, pretty much. So now I want to continue to go into that field, land a nice gig. I've gotten, you know, different job offers for different positions, but I haven't found the one that personally I want to, because I spent so much like time studying, literally so much time, so much energy, so many hours just studying, and I want to get something that, you know, makes sense, that pays off for my hard work, on top of like all of my other like experience and backgrounds and different things. And I am continuing to learn, to educate myself, to get experience in this field, so that when I do land that perfect job, I'm good to go. You know, especially if they're going to be offering training, which I think every job needs to train new hirees. So that was one update in regards to my whole just like education and schooling. I pretty much studied, like I said, from like July until October, and I took my exam in November. I passed. I was really happy. I am really happy. I got my certificate and all of that. So now, with all of that being said, I do have a friend who I consider my mentor. He's also in the IT tech field. He is so awesome. Like, you're really dope. You're dope AF. And he's like in Australia now, went from like Florida. He's originally from the Bronx, doing his thing. I'm so proud of him, and I'm so happy to like have someone I can go to, confide in, that can point me in the right direction, advise me on things that they are also knowledgeable on. So that's really important, to find someone, if you can, who can give you the best advice on something that they're already knowledgeable on. For sure, do that. So speaking of that, I'm actually planning on creating IT tech content, because this is something that I recommend to everyone. I always try to point you all in positive directions, or directions where I want you to educate yourself more. Just like a few years back, I was mentioning like going into like investing. You know, if you're interested, probably look into like regular stocks, bonds, crypto, all of those things. Definitely look into those. And now the future is technology. What you're watching me on right now is a technological device, right? You're either watching me on your television, on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. I don't know, on your projector. I don't know what you're watching me on, but you're watching me on some sort of technology. I'm recording this video on a camera. I'm going to transfer it to a computer. So everything is technological. So definitely look into the IT tech field, especially for my people of color, my black friends. Look into it. These fields, they're saturated by everybody but us. We need to get into these fields. We need to get our bread. We need to get our education on, and we need to do what we gotta do, okay, for a better life. Not every, like, that's where the money is at, right? You know, that's where the future is going. Do it. So that's the ramble. So expect some more tech and IT content coming onto my page, because I want to. Now, the next update is that I actually went to Germany. Yes, at the end of September into October, I went to Germany for Oktoberfest with a couple of my friends, my college friends, my best friend. I also went with her. It was so much fun. I had a blast. We went to München, Munich, Bavaria. It was, wow. I had made lifelong friends out there that literally I was just on the phone with, okay? Before I started filming, I was chatting with, and it's probably, right now it's 8:29 in New York, so at 6 hours onto it, it might be what, like 2 a.m. right now in Germany, about, I think, if I did like the math correctly. And yeah, it's really, I loved it. I had so much fun. If you can think of like Oktoberfest, if you could think of everything that you could think of, is literally my trip. I had such a fun, wild, calm, rainy, exciting, happy, costly, overjoyous vacation. It was so much fun. So that trip, that was amazing. And also, they haven't had Oktoberfest since 2019 because, you know, Rona happened in 2020. 2021, they were still unsure about what they were doing. So 2022, Oktoberfest happened. So you can imagine how large, how grand, how crowded it was. So freaking amazing. I did end up getting the, I think it's called like the Oktoberfest like flu or something like that, where pretty much you get sick from Oktoberfest. And I came back to like the States and I was just like a little like under the weather. But that's to be expected because the weather out there was just like all over the place. Even though it's like September, it's, you know, fall, on the cusp of like winter. It's about to be winter. It's so cold. It was rainy. I'm wearing dresses. My chest is out. It's hot and cold, and it's expected. And also, there's some more details that my friends were telling me about, like, oh, you know, like the cups and, you know, leaving certain amount in the cup because of yada yada yada. Either way, Oktoberfest was great. Actually, the update in regards to like the October, what I did in Germany was so much fun. The next thing is kind of like my love life. I've been single for quite a while now. I've been single since 2021. You know, like, I broke up with my ex in 2021. We tried to make it work out like all through 2021, but things were just like not lining up. I was so unhappy, so miserable, just really, really unhappy, really being like mistreated, taken advantage of. So I was just, this year was like my year for me to pick myself back up, to go into different fields that I, you know, that I wanted to go into, date more, because I also, believe it or not, never dated. Like, I've never dated. I've always been like the type of girl that, oh, so like I've only been in 3 relationships my whole life. My high school relationship, my college relationship-ish, and, you know, my more adult relationship. And high school is high school, you know, like, we're kids. College, we went on plenty of dates, but it was never like, oh, I meet you, I like you, let me take you out on dates, let me court you to make you, you know, be my girl. It's kind of like, oh, we like each other, you know, like, we're seeing each other now. And then we were like going on dates and enjoying like each other's like company, right? And then my last relationship, he did take me out on a date, so I do take that back. But when I mean dating, I mean it in the sense of, you know, seeing multiple men or women, depending on what you know, which way you float. If you go both, that's great for you. But like, you know, seeing multiple people and really just like sifting through them and seeing who best fits for you, who is able to give you what you already give yourself. So for me, I've always been someone that I treat myself great, I talk really nicely to myself, and I'm positive and I'm good to my friends. So I deserve a lover like that, right? And people are always like, oh, you know, do the inner work. I do the inner work. I've always done the inner work. I've always just been so like aware of myself, of others. I'm super selfless, on top of many things. So I wanted to date and really find a high quality husband material man. So that's basically where I'm at, you know, just looking, dating, getting to know people, and I'm at the point in my life I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to get married and start a family. I wasn't there before. Like, you know, of course we all wanna, like, not we all, but you know, some people, they wanna get married, they wanna have kids, you know, so that's just kind of what it was like. I'm like, yeah, you know, I do want to get married in the future, I do want to have kids in the future, but it's never been like, I want to get married to you, you know, I want to like be, you know, like I'm looking for, and I might have had, I don't know, you know, like that person. So the love life, the dating has been really good. And I would also say I'm pretty fortunate. Even with my exes, I don't think I've ever had like a bad boyfriend. I've never had like dated a bad person. I think, you know, at certain points we kind of just drifted apart. You know, our roads were going different ways. So it's better to be with someone who you guys have the same vision in life, have the same desires, have the same, you know, values, but also you're different, so you can bring newness and flavor to each other's lives, but you have a lot of commonality that you can work, versus someone who does not have the same respect, values, the same, all of that, okay? So yeah, dating has been pretty fun. Dating has been really, really nice. I don't subscribe to this whole high value, low value garbage. I personally, you know yourself, know what you're worth, and date people who also know your worth. And they don't know your nerve, and if they don't know your worth, then keep it pushing. There are billions of people on this earth. Do not stay with someone who makes you unhappy. Point blank, period. Okay? And this is coming from your older sister Pam. Point blank, period. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Treat yourself nice. Treat yourself nice, because you treat yourself nice, other people will treat you nice. Okay? So that's like in regards to like my dating life, right? So in regards to houseplants, I have not purchased a new houseplant, I think, since this summer. It's either these variegated strings of hearts, or it is the philodendron 69619. I think that's the name of that. I think that's like the last plant I really purchased. And I'm fine with my collection. I don't want to be overwhelmed with plants, because I think that's what happened to me. Either in like 2020 or like 2021, I started to get really, really overwhelmed with how large and grandiose my collection was. I could not upkeep or maintain it. Not because I had too much plants, but because in my mind I was going through, you know, we go through like phases of highs and lows mentally, and I knew I had to care for these plants, but I just did not have like the energy, or just, you know, the, I don't know, like the whatever, you know, the force to go into the kitchen, which is in the next room, get water and water my plants. So I'm at a point now where I'm really, really happy with my collection. I'm happy with the amount of plants that I have. I'm happy with how healthy they are. I don't have any like casualties. I'm so happy about that. I've been able to like maintain everyone, the hundreds of plants that I do own. I might have to count one day. I also want to do a collection video. I think I might film that this weekend, a houseplant tour video, to show you all the current plants in my collection, and everyone will just look so amazing. There's no one that's like, oh, neglected or like under cared for. Everyone is just happy, and I'm happy about that. So definitely I'm going to try my best to create more houseplant content, but I feel like with houseplant content, you know, it's a bit saturated because everyone, you know, there's only so many like pothos and syngoniums and monstera videos that you can create about these plants. But don't feel discouraged if you want to create plant content, because who's gonna you know, like, create plant content? Do what you gotta do, okay? So yeah, I will be still putting out more houseplant content because this plant is houseplant, and I want to do, oh, I'm so oh my gosh, there's so many fun things that I want to do, and like having like an extra set of hands to help me out is going to really help my channel, help my business, help my brand a lot. So I'm so excited for the future of houseplant. The last update I want to give you all is in regard, well, two more updates. The second to last one is in regards to like my weight loss, because I think I mentioned that in the video I created in June or July. So I think I gained a couple pounds. I gained like maybe like 15-ish pounds since the summer. It doesn't look like it because my body really does well at, you know, distributing the weight, the fat, everything, right? But I do want to like shed all of that off. I'm not worried about shedding them off because I think it's easy for me to like gain weight. I know what really bothers me more is sugar and carbs. So I know when I'm more considerate of my sugar consumptions, like, and when I say sugar, it's not like I have a sweet tooth. I don't have a sweet tooth, but I do like cakes, right? So, or like cereal, like cornflakes. I'm a cornflakes girl, and I like to put like brown sugar on my cornflakes. No, I don't want frosted flakes. I don't want artificial sugar, okay? I like my raw natural sugar, so I'll use like brown sugar for like my cereals. And I also like cakes, so you know, it's like the holiday seasons. We've been eating cakes and muffins, and it's, you know, I you know, little happy weight, you know, little so yeah, I'm not like on myself too much because the clothes, all my clothes still fit the same. You know, there's, you know, a little bit more extra like loving, a little rollies, you know, but again, I'm fine with it. I'm not picking at myself for it. I will just have to be more mindful and cautious and just like increase my veggies, you know. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do, is just like increase my veggies, and I'll go back to like what I was before. So the last thing is in regards to like my house, my apartment. I've been here like on my own for over a year now, like a year and a half, almost 2 years, which is crazy to really say. But now I'm like, okay, I want to decorate my apartment more. I want to get more like decorative pillows, maybe like paint, do all of that stuff. So I'm so excited to introduce and get into more of those on my channel and in my real life. But I'm just so happy with myself. I'm so happy with, and I'm so proud of myself with where I'm at, where I've come, and where I'm planning to take myself. I just have huge visions for my life, for me, for my family, for you all, my salty peeps, for my friends. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to like get a new job, a better paying job, because once the more money starts rolling in, then baby, more things can be done. A lot of the times, you know, you kind of feel like hindered or, you know, a little stuck because maybe the finances are not where you want it to be or where you need it to be. So I personally, I can't penny pinch. I personally, like, it's really hard to be like, oh, budget this, budget that. Like, no, I just need to make more money, okay? I need to make more money because inflation is here and the jobs are not increasing your wages. So you just got to go to a job that's going to give you, you know, higher wages. That's all I just told myself. So yeah, continuing my houseplant, continuing my content creation. Oh, my kitty boos, they're just so amazing. Jinx just turned 11. I can't believe she's, can you believe I've had her for 11 years. I got her Christmas Day when she was like a month old, and now she's 11. She's 11. I can't believe it. Oh, she's so cute. I love when we snuggle. We snuggle all the time. So, Salty Peeps, yeah, so she's 11. She's turning 12 this year, and Lola is turning 10 this year. I cannot believe it. So, Lola's right here. They both don't want to be here together. Ugh, shut up. Alright, so one is 11 and the other one is 9 right now, and she's turning 12 this year, she's turning 10 this year. And I got both my baby girls. I love them so much. So with that being said, thank you so much, my salty pecans, for watching this video. Thank you for, joining me on this update. Thank you for supporting me, even though I've been gone for so long. Oh, fine, you can go ahead. Even though I've been gone for so long, you're all still here. Whenever I post, I just feel the love, like, oh girl, we miss you, Pam. Where have you been? I'm so happy to see you. I feel so loved. So thank you again, my salty pecans, for everything that you've done for me, for where I am in my life. Thank you for your support, and we're only getting better. We're gonna be better, do better. I'm growing. I want to grow my life. I want to grow my family. I want all of that, and I want to grow with you all, and I hope you're going to be here with me every step of the way, like you have been thus far the past almost 5 years that I've been creating HauzPlant content. And if you aren't already, please make sure to subscribe. Become a salty pecan, because we're pretty awesome here. We're dope AF here. Make sure you're following me on my other social media platforms at HauzPlant, HauzPlant. And comment down below. Let me know, what are some updates with you in the past 6 months? What have you been doing with yourself? How's your houseplants? How are your houseplant collections, right? And give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. I will see you on the next one. Let's get growing.